14 years, and I'm very comfortable with the person I see in the mirror, so I'm okay to be on my own. Terry Irwin, the widow of legendary crocodile hunter Steve Irwin, has made a shocking decision that is sending waves through her family. After years of dedication to preserving Steve's legacy and raising their children in the heart of wildlife conservation, Terry has reportedly severed all ties with her family following her son Robert's heartbreaking transformation. Let us peel back the layers of this unraveling family saga and uncover the decisions that led Terry to break all ties. Rising from the crocodile hunter's shadow, losing Steve meant losing a husband, best friend, partner, and co-parent overnight. She had to juggle grieving her soulmate while stepping into his shoes to carry on their shared dream. I had to do it, she has said. For Steve, for our kids, for the animals. It was the only way forward. But hidden in Steve's old journals was a secret that could change everything. The Australia Zoo, once a place of shared joy, became both a reminder of her loss and a platform for her determination. She poured herself into the work, and under her leadership, the zoo flourished, programs expanded, the wildlife hospital grew, and conservation efforts reached new heights. Her tireless dedication kept Steve's vision alive, though the weight of responsibility was immense. Amid the chaos of running the zoo and continuing conservation work, her focus never wavered from her children. Bindi and Robert, still so young when their father passed, became her anchor. Her priority was ensuring they felt loved and supported while embracing their father's legacy. Bindi, just a kid at the time, called him her hero during his memorial. Robert, only 2, grew up hearing stories about his dad and eventually became a living reflection of him. Watching her children grow into their roles as conservationists brought both joy and heartache. Bindi's rise to fame. From her Emmy-winning TV series Bindi the Jungle Girl to her tireless advocacy for wildlife, was a source of pride. Robert, with his uncanny resemblance to his father, followed in his footsteps as a wildlife photographer and animal enthusiast. She often describes moments where Robert's gestures or expressions are so much like his father's that it feels like he's still with them. These moments are bittersweet, a reminder of what they've lost and what they've gained through their shared mission. Life hasn't just been about triumphs. Behind the scenes, she has faced struggles kept private for years. Raising 2 children while managing a world-famous zoo and carrying the weight of a legacy was no easy feat recently. Whispers of tension have surfaced, with reports of her stepping back from certain family ties after navigating a painful transformation in her personal life. It's a reminder that even the strongest among us can be tested by life's unexpected turns. Her connection to the Australia Zoo remains more than a job. It's a continuation of a dream built with her late husband, a place where their shared love for wildlife thrives. After his passing, she threw herself into expanding the zoo's mission, spearheading efforts to protect endangered species, creating wildlife corridors, and growing the zoo's wildlife hospital, which has treated tens of thousands of injured animals. Each initiative honors his memory and keeps his passion alive. Her days were long and filled with challenges. Managing a team, overseeing conservation programs, and dealing with the public's expectations required immense strength. Yet she approached each task with determination, knowing that every step forward was a tribute to her late husband. The zoo's success became a testament to her unwavering dedication. She transformed it into not just a tourist destination, but a hub for education and conservation, a living embodiment of everything they had dreamed of achieving. At the heart of her journey were her children. Bindi and Robert grew up surrounded by nature, learning to care for animals and appreciate the beauty of the natural world. She encouraged them to embrace their father's legacy in their own ways. For Bindi, that meant stepping into the spotlight as a conservationist and advocate. Her charm and passion captured the hearts of people worldwide, making her a role model for young wildlife enthusiasts. Robert, on the other hand, found his calling behind the lens of a camera. His stunning wildlife photography has brought attention to conservation efforts and earned him global recognition. She often speaks of the pride she feels watching her children grow into their roles. Each achievement, whether it's a photo exhibition or a public appearance, is a reminder of their father's influence and the strength of the family's bond. Despite their public success, the family has faced personal struggles. Her decision to step back from certain family ties has been a topic of speculation, but she's remained focused on her mission. Her resilience in the face of adversity is a testament to her character. She's navigated the challenges of raising 2 children, running a zoo, and continuing a global conservation effort with grace and determination. Her story is one of perseverance and purpose. Her journey has inspired countless people to care about wildlife and the environment. Through her work, she has shown that even in the face of unimaginable loss, it's possible to create something beautiful. The Australia Zoo stands as a symbol of her dedication, a place where her late husband's spirit lives on and where future generations can learn about the importance of conservation. As Bindi and Robert continue to forge their own paths, her influence remains evident. Their love for wildlife and commitment to conservation are a direct reflection of the values she and her late husband instilled in them. The family story is far from over, but it's clear that their impact will be felt for years to come. Robert's childhood was anything but ordinary, growing up surrounded by animals and adventure. Growing up wild. Imagine growing up surrounded by the wildest creatures you can think of. That was life for Robert Irwin. Born on December 1st, 2003, in Queensland, Australia, his parents, Steve and Terry Irwin, weren't just any parents. They were the heartbeat of the Australia Zoo. Their home wasn't a typical house with a white picket fence. It was an open-door sanctuary for animals of all shapes and sizes: crocodiles, kangaroos, snakes, you name it. This was Robert's childhood playground. From a young age, Robert wasn't just watching animals. He was right in the middle of it all. He learned firsthand how to feed kangaroos, handle reptiles, and care for every creature that crossed his path. His dad, the legendary crocodile hunter, made sure that respect and care for wildlife were as natural to Robert as breathing. After Steve's unexpected death in 2006, Terry took the lead, ensuring Robert and his sister Bindi carried on the family's incredible legacy. Robert wasn't like most kids who might lose interest in their hobbies over time. Instead, his love for animals only grew by the time he was appearing on television alongside his mom and sister, showing the world his infectious energy and genuine love for wildlife. His early appearances proved he wasn't just Steve Irwin's son. He was carving his own path one step at a time. As Robert got older, he didn't shy away from the spotlight. He brought his own charm to every show and event, including unforgettable appearances on shows like The Night Show. Picture him, a teenager not even old enough to drive confidently, handling sloths and snakes on live TV. It wasn't just about showing off exotic animals. Robert used these moments to spread a bigger message about conservation and protecting endangered species. His ability to mix education with entertainment was a skill he inherited, but made his own. Robert's passion didn't stop at television. He found another way to connect people to the natural world through photography. From a young age, he had an eye for capturing nature's beauty. His photos weren't just pretty pictures, they told powerful stories about endangered animals and the fragile environments they live in. In 2020, he won first place in the Wildlife Photographer of the Year competition with a hauntingly beautiful shot of a forest ravaged by fire. The photo didn't just win awards, it opened eyes to the real and devastating effects of climate change. While his photos gained global recognition, Robert stayed deeply involved in the day-to-day operations of the Australia Zoo. From rescuing injured animals to creating breeding programs for endangered species, he's been hands-on in every way. One standout project is his Crocod research program, which tracks wild crocodiles to learn how humans and these powerful reptiles can coexist beyond the zoo. Robert has taken his message to global stages, speaking at conservation conferences and inspiring young people to take action for the environment. He has a knack for breaking down complex topics into simple, relatable ideas. This ability to connect with people has made him a respected voice in conservation circles far beyond his family legacy. But what makes Robert's story so gripping isn't just his achievements, it's the way he's managed to balance honoring his father's memory while creating his own identity. From a curious boy learning the ropes at the zoo to a celebrated wildlife photographer and environmental advocate, Robert's journey is nothing short of inspiring. The world continues to watch Robert's transformation, and one thing's for sure, he's just getting started. Whether he's in front of the camera, behind it, or on a stage, Robert Irwin is proving that the Irwin legacy is alive and thriving. With every step, he's not just following in his father's footsteps, he's leaving his own, and in doing so, he's he's reminding everyone that protecting our planet isn't just a job, it's a calling. Robert's journey through life has been filled with twists and turns, all of which have shaped the person he has become growing up in a family so deeply connected to the natural world. It's no surprise that he found himself drawn to the same passion. The Australia Zoo, more than just a zoo, became foundation of Robert's upbringing. It wasn't just a place for animals. It was where his family's love for conservation took root. One of the earliest lessons Robert learned was the importance of coexistence. The zoo was a place where animals and humans interacted, harmoniously, showcasing the beauty of wildlife and the need to protect it. These lessons weren't just taught through words, but through actions. Robert witnessed his parents' dedication to animal welfare and their tireless efforts to educate others. This exposure gave him a perspective on life that many never experience. As he grew older, Robert's involvement in the zoo operations deepened, from feeding animals to helping with habitat maintenance. He took on more responsibilities. Each task taught him something new, and he embraced every opportunity to learn. These experiences not only shaped his understanding of the natural world, but also instilled in him a sense of duty to protect it. Robert's love for animals extended beyond the zoo. He often ventured into the wild, exploring Australia's diverse ecosystems and observing animals in their natural habitats. These adventures fueled his curiosity and inspired him to learn more about conservation. He understood that protecting wildlife wasn't just about caring for animals in captivity. It was about preserving their homes and ensuring their survival in the wild. His passion for photography became another way for him to share his love for nature. Armed with a camera, Robert captured stunning images of animals and landscapes, bringing attention to the beauty of the natural world. His photographs told stories that words couldn't convey, highlighting the importance of conservation and the need to protect endangered species. Through his lens, Robert showed the world the delicate balance of ecosystems and the urgency of preserving them. With a camera in hand, Robert found a new way to share his love for wildlife with the world. From devastation of hope, Robert's work as a photographer gained recognition, earning him numerous awards and accolades. Each achievement was a testament to his dedication and talent. His photos weren't just artistic, they were educational, raising awareness about environmental issues and inspiring others to take action. Robert's ability to connect with people through his photography made him a powerful advocate for conservation. In addition to his work at the zoo and his photography, Robert became a voice for wildlife conservation on a global scale. He participated in international conferences, sharing his knowledge and experiences with audiences worldwide. His speeches were heartfelt and compelling, leaving a lasting impact on those who heard them. Robert's ability to communicate complex topics in an understandable way made him a sought-after speaker in the conservation community. Despite his busy schedule, Robert remained grounded. He never lost sight of what mattered most: the animals. Whether he was rescuing injured wildlife, developing conservation programs, or educating the public, his focus was always on making a difference. Robert's dedication to his work was unwavering, and his passion for conservation was evident in everything he did. As Robert continued to grow and evolve, his impact on the world became increasingly apparent. He wasn't just carrying on his father's legacy, he was building his own. Through his work, he inspired a new generation of conservationists, encouraging young people to get involved and make a difference. Robert's story was a reminder that anyone, regardless of age or background, could contribute to the fight for a better future. The Irwin family's journey is a testament to the power of passion and perseverance. From Steve's groundbreaking work as the crocodile hunter to Terry's leadership at the zoo and now Robert's contributions to conservation, their story is one of resilience and determination. Together, they have created a legacy that continues to inspire and make a difference in the world. Life can hit you hard sometimes, but Terry Irwin has shown how to face it with grit, hope, and a lot of love. After losing her husband Steve Irwin, the world-famous crocodile hunter Terry went through some incredibly tough times, but she found a reason to smile again, especially watching her son Robert grow into his own person. Terry's pride in Robert isn't just about what he's achieved, it's about who he's becoming. Let's dive into how she's navigated this journey in detail. Robert grew up with big shoes to fill. Being the crocodile hunter's son meant all eyes were on him from the start. Fans and followers of Steve watched as Robert grew up under the public eye, always wondering if he would follow in his dad's footsteps. Instead of crumbling under the pressure, Robert carved his own path. Over the years, he's become an amazing wildlife photographer, earning praise from people all over the world. One of his Most famous photos showed the aftermath of a firestorm in Australia, a haunting yet hopeful image that caught everyone's attention. Terry couldn't hold back her emotions when she saw it. She felt proud of Robert and how much he had grown and matured. Seeing him with the camera capturing these moments that could change the world, it was like watching Steve all over again, Terry reflected. But Terry also found peace in knowing Robert wasn't just stepping into his father's shadow, he was lighting up his own path. That's why when the time came for tough family decisions, Terry couldn't help but feel that it was time to step back, to give Robert room to flourish without unnecessary pressure. The whispers of a family divide may come as a surprise to the public, but for Terry, it's been a bittersweet act of love, allowing Robert to embrace his own legacy. It's been a tough road for everyone, but Terry's confidence in Robert is unwavering, and this next chapter will prove that sometimes letting go is an act of strength.